Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another Premier League prediction video to this week for game week number 5. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to say we have a brand new leader. His name goes by the name of Bobby. He got 15 points. He is the person now to knock off the top spot. And this week's guest, if you watched the Premier League, if you watched the Watford Wolves vlog, you would know who it is. It is the one, the only Josh Spurs. 1, 2, 3.
Yo, Dan's channel, how's it going? It's so good to be here for the first time this season, hopefully a few more times as well. So yeah, I am going to be doing the predictions for Dan, and I'm going to, keep some of it realistic, but I'm also going to do some, out of the blue ones, random ones, but it should be fun. And 15 points I think it is to be leading top of the leaderboard. So yeah, let's get on with these predictions.
He's this week's guest. Before we go any further, if I step further back this week, it's because I've got a slight back injury. Saturday, you probably know from the Watford game that I was in severe pain and stuff, if you were there watching it on the vlog. So yeah, I was in severe pain. It hasn't got better, but I still keep going to go with you boys, and without any further ado, let's get into game week number 5 for the Premier League predictions. Now we move. First game is Newcastle versus Leeds. Now, Newcastle lost 4-1 to Manchester United. We did predict that to be a win, and it was. And Leeds lost to Liverpool, but that's only had about Javier. Just bad be. I want to say, we're into Liverpool later on in the video, but this game will be a 2-0 win to Leeds United. And Josh, back on Premier League predictions. What are you going for, mate?
Newcastle home against Leeds is the first game, and Newcastle have already got 1 point. They could be going down there. They've had a very poor start. Leeds have also had a poor start. They're only on 2 points, I think, and they've not been good for their standards. But I think they're going to kickstart their season now. They're going to, get back into their groove, and I think they're going to win 3-1 very comfortably at Newcastle.
Thank you, Josh. Now you move to Wolves versus Brentford. Now, Wolves, they played really, really well against Watford on Saturday, but they got lucky with their first goal, but that second goal was just pure nice. Wangy Cheng as well. He's a great ambition or acquisition. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. He's incredible. Came from, I think, Leipzig or somewhere like that in Germany, but he is insane. He's mental. But good signing for them. And they'll continue this form. They're back to maybe no. I'm gonna go draw because Brentford can play football, but I'm not sure how good they're away from home. And one of you is a tough place to go as well. I'm gonna go with 2. I'm gonna go with 2-2 draw. That might sound controversial, but it might not be. And Josh, what are you going for, pal? At Molineux.
Wolves at home against Brentford. What a close game this is. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in this one. Both have had okay starts. They've both only got 1 win, I think, but they're both around low mid-table. They're doing okay. I think both of them will survive. They've got good teams. I think Brentford will lose quite a few games this season though, but they'll still survive. And that's why I'm going for a very dead, low-scoring game, and it's going to be 1-0 to Wolves.
Now the next game is Burnley versus Arsenal. Now, Burnley are in decent form, so they lost 3-1 to Everton yesterday. As time of filming this, brilliant goal from Townsend, by the way, great goal. And Arsenal, they scored their first goal and their first points of the season against Norwich, but it's only freaking Norwich, so it's not like it's anything like that. And I'm going to say Arsenal should have enough in the tank here. Turf Moor is a tough place to go here. I'm gonna say Burnley will win this. They look good last night. I'm gonna go 1 win to Burnley. And Josh, what are you going for, mate, at Turf Moor?
The next one is also quite a dead game, and it's Burnley at home against Arsenal. And I think Burnley are going down. I don't think Burnley are good enough. They've been in the Premier for a long time, but they've just got a bit of deadwood now. I think they're going to go down. But Arsenal, they've been awful, haven't they? But they've got their first win against Norwich 1-0 finally. And I don't like Arsenal at all as a Tottenham fan. I hate Arsenal, but I'm realistic, and I know they're going to win a few more games. They're going to get back up to the table, and they're not going to do it convincingly, but I think they will win 1-0 at Burnley.
Next game we have is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace. Well, yeah, let's start Crystal Palace first before we move into Liverpool. Crystal Palace, they beat Spurs by 3 goals to 0 on Saturday. Good win that is for Vieira's first, as the first win to get against Spurs after 100% record in the league was broken. That was good from Vieira. So fair play to Vieira. He played a more tactics bang on. Edward, by the way, great acquisition for them. Great player for them. He was scoring off fun in Scotland. So hopefully he can continue that form in the Premier League. And if you watch my Twitch streams, you would know his team season card was insane for me. I loved him so much as well. On that FIFA, but it's what you can do. And Liverpool now. We move to Liverpool now. Liverpool beat Leeds at Anfield, but that can't be. But that was not. I want to wish Harvey Elliott a speedy recovery from his horrific injury he suffered. But all we can do now is just wish Harvey Elliott you have a nice, safe recovery, mate, and hopefully you see back in the picture. I'm sent as a Man United fan, but who cares? It's Liverpool. And when you get sort of injuries, you need to press them as well. So Liverpool will have enough here to win this by 3 goals. I'm gonna go 2-1 win to Liverpool. And Josh, what are you going for at Anfield?
Okay, Liverpool at home against Crystal Palace. Now, most people think Liverpool would win, and they probably will. But don't take Palace lightly. They destroyed Spurs, my team, 3-0 last week. They're a good team, Palace, and they're not going to go down, I don't think. So, I think Liverpool will win because they're Liverpool, they've got a great team. But I don't think it will be as easy, and I think they will concede. That's why I'm going for only a 2-1 Liverpool win. But 3 points is 3 points for Liverpool, I suppose.
Thank you. They move to Man City, Southampton. What we're gonna go for this game here? Man City. They're not top now, boys, because they're not at the top. Oh, there's 3 teams on the same amount of points. There's 4 teams on the same points, I think. United, Chelsea, City. I think Everton as well. I think Everton as well. And City, you'd assume Man City. You'd assume Man City that's in the tank. I'm gonna go with a big one of 4-0. I mean, look at their form. They've been smashing teams left, right, and centre here. Man City have, so it's no doubt that they'll win this game comfortably. And Josh, what are you going for, pal?
Right, Man City against Southampton. Southampton. I don't think they'll go down, but I think they might be fighting for survival. I think they'll be 16th, 17th. I think they'll be near the bottom. I don't think they've got a very good team, but they've got enough quality players. Just a few of those players that will score enough goals to win, I believe. But City are just City. They're so good. Of course, they've got a chance to win the league. They're Man City, aren't they? So I do think they'll win comfortably 3-0.
Now we move to probably an early 6-pointer. Norwich versus Watford. Now, I don't know how Norwich will come out at home, but I do hear a rumour that Josh is going to this game with Ollie as well. So that'll be an interesting position for just to do in a minute, won't it, Josh? Hey? Yeah. Now, Watford, good. They look good against Wolves. Didn't take any chances they had. They had 1 golden chance, and I mean they were good at. I mean, if you watched it then, if you haven't, go back and watch it now. Before I spoil it, yeah, obviously you know Watford lost, but they were good at that game. Now this game I'm going to say will be a Watford win of 2-1. And Josh, as you're going to the game, pal, what do you think, mate?
Norwich at home against Watford, and I support Spurs, not Watford, but I do go, as you see it on my vlogs maybe, I do go to a lot of Watford games, and I live local, I get massive discounts with Watford, so that's why I go, and I'm going to the away game at Norwich with Ollie, and it should be fun. I went there before, and Watford won 2-0, so I'm going there again. Watford have a great record against Norwich. They've won like their last 4 games against them or something like that, but I don't think it will stay the same. Because I don't think Norwich will allow that to happen. I think they'll play more tight, and I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, but I think both teams would probably take that.
Josh, now we move to Aston Villa versus Everton. Now, Everton won against Burnley with an incredible strike. Mandel Townsend. I mean, what could you say about Townsend? He's insane. And Villa, they're that the Argentinian duos. I mean, and they did play, but Everton by 2-0. And Josh, what are you going for, pal?
Aston Villa at home against Everton. Both teams have had decent starts to the season. They've both won a game or two. They're both like mid-table. They're both solid teams. They've both got really good quality in their squads. They've had good windows, and that's why I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I can't separate it. They're both got good. I think this will be probably the game of the week. I think 2-2. Good game, not sort of very open, bland, and I think it'll be 2-2.
Keep it, no move. Thank you. Now move to Brighton. Brighton versus Leicester City. Now, Leicester, decent. Lost to Man City 1-0, but defended really well though. And Brighton nicked it late against Brighton. Nicked it very late against Brentford. That's it, but I meant Brighton. Yeah, and you'd assume that Leicester have enough, and they will, but Brighton are good at home. Brighton are very good at home. And we are going to say that this game will be a close game of 2-1. And Josh, what are you going for, brother?
With this game, it is Brighton at home against Leicester, and I think both teams are like high mid-table. Both have had good starts this season. They're both on good points. They've both got a great team. Brighton are underestimated. They've got really good defence, a really strong team, and we know Leicester, their team is a joke, isn't it? So, but actually, I'm actually going for a very boring game, the worst game of the week, I think, and I'm going for a 0-0 because I think Brighton will defend like mad. They won't let Leicester break them down, and I just don't feel like it'll be Leicester's game. I think it'll be 0-0, and they'll probably both accept that.
Now we move to West Ham United versus Manchester United. Now, as time of filming this, United are playing in the Champions League again against young boys in Bremos or wherever they're from, but yeah, in about 8 hours time from now. So yeah, but after last week's Premier League performance, we can beat anyone now. With seeing the team, even that hurts, and that's I can't even do much. You can tell how bad I am, boys. But let's go with a 3-1 Man United win. So I think there's £10 in here, but it's just the order of means. And Josh, what do you think, mate, in this big game?
West Ham against Man United. What a game this is. People will probably say Man United are favourites, and they probably are, but they didn't have a good week against young boys, did they? They lost 2-1 to young boys. Even Spurs beat young boys 4-0 10 years ago when we played them. So, poor for United, but they're still a quality team. We know the quality they've got, and they're like top of the table. And West Ham, wow, I don't like West Ham, but oh my god, they're a good team, aren't they? They're Spurs in the moment probably, and they're going to give Man United a good game here. That is why I'm thinking it's going to be another 2-2 draw.
Now we move to probably the biggest game of the game week, a North London derby. Spurs versus Chelsea. Now this is Josh's team, and I will obviously go first. I haven't told me needs to go first this game, but I'm going to say Spurs, without Tanganga, out Dyer. They've only got 2 fit defenders and half, but The only three defenders they got are two of them are isolating, which is Sanchez and Romero, and those two are in in Croatia, currently training because of restrictions of the Argentinian and Colombian federation. Chelsea, incredible form right now. Chelsea are. Now let's say this game could be an absolutely thrilling game of. This could easily go either way, and I'm gonna say it'll be a draw of 2-2. There'll be goals in this. There'll be goals in this, I'm for sure. And Josh, as a Spurs fan, what are you confident or now confident against Chelsea?
Here we go. My boys, Tottenham at home against Chelsea. Last game of the game week, and what a game it is. I'll certainly be watching that. And we had a good start. You know, we were top of the league, you know, for like 2 weeks straight. We got like 3 wins out of 3. But back down to earth, losing 3-0 to Palace, and back to reality. We're a crap football team at the moment. And Chelsea might win the league. They look unbelievable. So I'm being realistic, and we're going to lose 2-0 to Chelsea at home, because I don't see where our goals are going to come. We've got players injured, we haven't got a good defence, and Chelsea are just a joke at the moment. Of course, Lukaku's going to score, and that, I have a lot of confidence. I think we're going to lose 2-0. Thanks for having me, guys. Those are my predictions. Try to be as accurate as I could be, but also throwing some, risky ones as well. But why not? It's a bit of fun at the end of the day. 15 points to beat. Let's see if I can get that. Maybe, maybe not. But I've had fun regardless of what happens. And thanks for inviting me, Dan. Remember to sub to my channel as well, Josh Spurs 123, and keep subbing to this guy because he's doing absolutely amazing content at the moment, and I'm loving watching it myself. So thanks for having me, guys, and see you hopefully soon.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Josh. That'll bring this game week 5 to an end. Thank you very much for the support lately in the videos. I've been grinding out so much in these. It takes so long as well to film these. Well, not long, but it ends in the longest bit. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you lot in the next Premier League predictions. Hey boys, October 18th. I'm not saying anything else apart from the 18th of October is a big day again. So keep letting your diaries for the video. That'll probably be out on the Wednesday or the Tuesday, depending on how long it takes. Next Premier League predictions. Next Premier League predictions next week. Let's go. New guest. Until then, peace out.